Well, good Sunday evening / Monday morning / whatever time it is, post daylight savings time, wherever. Do you guys have that over in Australia, Paul? Do you have that also?
Yeah,
Daylight
we're
savings time.
daylight saving now.
Oh, are you? Okay.
Yeah.
So did you start it this weekend? Because we just ended daylight savings time up here in the
No,
U.S. and maybe Canada too.
we started it 4 weeks ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think we
Yep.
used to do it earlier. Now we do it later, and I don't know. Maybe we should just get rid of it. Man, it's crazy. But anyway, it's 8:00 p.m. It was dark at 5:00 p.m. here. Glad everybody's able to join us on a special November Operating Crew giveaway night, and a little late than we normally do it, but hey, here we are, and we're going to give away some ATLP swag tonight. So.
Yep.
We got a bunch of folks joining us. Let's say hello to a few. We got Mr. Dundas Junction Model Railroad, James, joining us from Canada. So good to see you. Mr. Meekish, good to see you. I hope I say your last name right. Tell me if I'm not. Roger Coleman, good to see you, Roger. Todd Armstrong dropping by, saying hello to a bunch of folks. And then we've got Mr. C says over there, saying good evening to everybody. And Scale Train Boy's also with us tonight. Daz is joining us also from Australia, so you're not alone over there. We've got another Australian joining us tonight.
Hey, Darren and Dustin as well. Hey, Dustin.
Dustin was in. Okay, well, let's follow maybe Dustin Witten joining us. Good to see you, Dustin. And yeah, Roger, I hate messing with the clocks too, and my car one still isn't adjusted. It says it'll adjust by GPS, but apparently hasn't gotten the GPS thing. And Ralph's on the get rid of daylight savings committee. I think Don Iris is also along with us. So
yeah,
Keith, good to see you. And no daylight savings in Queensland, I guess. So
no,
some of you
not
do
all
it,
of
some of you
Australia
don't.
actually does it, which means that, like US, you've got different states on different time zones.
Oh,
even
geez.
worse than normal.
Oh, that's a lot of fun. Matthew Goodchild also stopping by, saying hello. Robert, good to see you as well. Robert, I think you currently have the HO Scale ATLP 2022 car. So looking forward to seeing some updates from you. Alex Mantles, cold and snowy Wyoming. It's too early for snow, but I guess not in Wyoming. So enjoy it. Hopefully it doesn't snow a whole lot here this year. We got way too much stuff to do outside, or at least I do. And then Jason also joining us, and Art Dutra also joining us this evening. And if I missed your name, hello to you, and thanks for joining us again on this Sunday evening. I'll grab Glenn as well. Glenn joining us from Charlotte, North Carolina. So good there. Michael Lee joining from. Oh, there you go.
Another Aussie.
Yeah. So you're. It was good to bring you on, Paul. You're bringing all your friends with you,
Yeah.
so that's
well,
good.
Michael's actually a Kiwi, but living in Australia. So
okay.
still down here, down under.
There you go. Still down under, still on the other side. But yeah, so I've got Paul on here with me tonight to do a little giveaway. A little delayed this month, but we're going to give away some ATLP swag, and we'll talk a little bit about what's coming up next for the podcast. We got some shows scheduled up here, and it's good. Don Iris, Don, we were just talking about daylight savings time, so I'm sure I'm sure you've already expressed your opinion on Facebook about it. Yeah. So very good. So let's talk about a little bit what's going on with the podcast. So this week we're actually going to rehear your show. On the rewind. So we'll listen back to when we talked in January and your updates on your layout. So be excited to rehear that on Monday. Then on Tuesday, we've got a special What's Happening in Model Railroading with Tony Cook and Jason Schron from Rapido Trains. And Rapido, on top of building amazing models, I know you've got quite a few Rapido locomotives over in your fleet. They also publish books, and he's going to talk about his passion for Canadian Passenger and I I keep messing it up. I keep saying via, but I think it's via. I think a via rail. So,
via
yeah,
rail.
via. So, yeah, there he's got a book on that coming out that was written by a couple gentlemen. They produced the book. So, um, yeah, we'll talk to Jason Sharon about that, and then next week, the 11th and 12th, we'll replay the Lance Minheim episode. And then we've got Talking Ops with none other than Don Iris. We're going to be talking with Sammy Carlisle about his Hereford sub and talk about ops on that. We've had him on the show before, and now we're going to
Look
be able
forward
to
to
talk
that
about
one.
some ops. Yeah, it's going to be a good time. Sammy's got a really good ops group there. Him and I were talking actually today as we are preparing to record the episode this week. And he's very active in that, Oklahoma, North Texas. He also goes down. He sees those guys, the Greg McComases and Mike Armstrongs and Dean Ferris and that whole DFW area. He connects all with that as well. So eventually, one of my trips to Texas, I got to take a ride north up towards Tulsa and go see Sammy and his layout. It'll be definitely a great experience to go up there and do that.
Lots planned, and yeah, I think our schedule takes us right through to the new year. Will we do something? We'll do something around Christmas like we did last year as well.
Yeah, so the operating crew giveaway for December is growing by the day. We've got some very amazing things to give away for that from some really awesome folks who have participated. And I would hate to, because I don't have the list in front of me. I am not even going to attempt to make the list because I will forget somebody. And everybody is deserving to be mentioned, so I won't mention anybody for tonight, other than to say there's a lot of stuff.
Prizes,
not
so just one or two.
So make sure you're nice and comfortable, Paul, because we're going to be sitting here giving away a lot of stuff in December. So looking forward to being able to do that in appreciation of all the folks that support the podcast through the operating crew. And if you want to throw that link up there, if you are not yet a member of the operating crew and getting the previews to upcoming shows and the sticker, which of course you can't model with a model railroad in 2024 without stickers. I still say that. I'll say that in 2025 too. And of course the monthly giveaways around the layout.com/crew. If you think the podcast is worth about a dime a day or maybe 75 cents an episode, and you want to throw your support behind the podcast, around the layout.com/crew, and that gets you in on winning like we're going to be doing tonight. So thank you again to everybody who has helped support the podcast. Now more than ever, it is absolutely huge, and I surely appreciate you.
Yep. And maybe at Christmas itself or just after, we might have a live special or something.
Oh, yeah? Are you planning something? Are you doing some executive producing?
Yeah.
Are you planning something?
Maybe Don as well. The three of us get together and have a discussion.
Yeah, maybe we could do some kind of Christmas Eve, pre-Eve something. We'll have to check Don's schedule and make sure he can stay up that late and join us. So we can definitely do that. We've done some stuff prior to Thanksgiving too before, and it's always fun to jump on live and see folks chatting, and folks are even having some chats in here as well, and they're debating between time change and let's see what else the conversations are going. And one of the things that is going on is up in this area is a lot of brush fires. It's been super dry up here in the Northeast, and especially around us. And we definitely could use a good dousing of rain to get the fire danger down. Right now, it's at very high or extreme, and then there'll be red flag warnings, especially when the wind kicks up. So it's been pretty dangerous situation up here in the Northeast. So Northeast U.S. that is.
And we're just about to head into bushfire season.
Oh yeah,
down here as well. Been okay so far, but we get the firestorms.
Yeah, and then you guys, because you're heading like into spring and summer seasons, we're heading the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Just like your toilets flush in the opposite direction. I was talking to somebody about that the other day. Yeah, that's someday in my life, I'll see the toilets flush in the opposite direction. I'll get down there, but yeah. So let's talk about what we're going to be giving away tonight. Yep. I got to pull up a, wonder what the easiest way to do that is. Let's show it. Let's just take a look at the fan shop and then I'll point out what we'll be giving away. So let's go to our fan shop. And if Paul, if you want to change that link to our fan shop, which is aroundthelayout.com/shop, this is where all the ATLP stuff comes from. All the swag, t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, drinkware, all located within the Around the Layout fan shop. If you ever want a coffee mug or a t-shirt, or hey, look at that guy, the executive producer premium polo like you're wearing tonight is available. Or if you want the Don Iris hat, that's available in the store as well. And there's even a TC polo right there. We call it the TC for Tony Cook. Tony always seems to be wearing a white polo, so we call it the Tony Cook. Yep. Well, we got some new stuff in there as well. I put my hoodie on today. I'm a big fan of the cooler weather and popping on a hoodie. So we threw the distressed logo on our hoodie. So now you'll be able to do that. And it's available in a multitude of colors. Black, red, dark heather, graphite heather, or sport gray, all available in that. And we tried to keep our prices done very low. So right there, it's from just $26.50 for that hoodie. It's a Gildan, very nice sweatshirt. Doesn't shrink that much. Don't run it in the dryer for 5 hours, but it will, for the most part, it's a 50-50 pre-shrunk cotton polyester blend. And super comfortable, keep you warm around the layout. See how I work the name in. And then, so we'll be giving away one of these, and we'll also do this in a t-shirt as well. So the winner tonight will win a hoodie, and they'll also win a t-shirt with the distressed logo on it. Thanks to William Sampson, who came up with that distressed logo and helped with that. I really like the look of it. It looks kind of worn in and gritty. And the best color of all of them, in my opinion, is still the dark gray. When you do the dark grays, not that one kind of looks like IC gray. Doesn't that look right, Isaac Fabris, if you're in here tonight? I'm sure he may agree. So, but nonetheless, it'll be your choice of color, and we'll get that shipped out direct to you. All products that are sold in the ATLP shop are all shipped direct to you. I don't handle them. I don't have a big laundry bin here full of clothes or a storehouse. They ship them. They print direct to garment, and then they ship them from various locations, but they're headquartered out of North Carolina. So, and they ship all around the world. Paul has ordered stuff right out of the store, and pretty quick shipping too, right, Paul?
Yeah.
You got it fairly quick. So, and we, and that's the other thing too. We, somebody mentioned about having sizes. We run all the way up. It's not showing the thing when it does the pop-up, but the sweatshirt runs up to 5XL, small to 5XL. It's a unisex hoodie, so male, female, all the same. Order your size and your color and check out, and it'll send it directly to you. Yeah, and Daz is saying that very quick shipping, so very cool. And Mark Stenwick in the house, apparently. So, Mark, if you're here, that's good to see. Also saw John Farrington stopping by. I need one for my winter coat here in Florida. That's probably about as deep of the layer as you need to get down there in Florida as a hoodie. So, Don sold all his winter jackets before he went to Florida. So, that's a good question. Don Iris, would you rather cut grass or shovel snow? Well, Don doesn't cut his own grass. I know that. So that's an easy answer. So, all right. So we'll draw a winner for that again. If you don't win tonight, or if you want to get more, aroundthelayout.com/shop is where you go. Again, not a whole lot of profit in the shirts. Just like to get them out there. If you'd like to wear it, support Around the Layout podcast. I truly appreciate you doing that. So Let's stop sharing this window and let's get the wheel o names up here so that we can pick a winner.
And while you're doing that, just to remind everyone, the Around the Layout webpage is really good. And I actually look at it most days. There's a lot of links that you probably don't see in the podcast. So it's worth going to the site and having a look at the actual podcast on the day it plays. But also there's a lot of information on there. And if you want to go back and look at other previous episodes, it's all listed there. So a lot of work goes into that website. So take some time and have a look at it.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of like Paul was saying, every episode has its own page. You hear me mention it in the podcast. For example, Tuesday's episode will be aroundthelayout.com/130 or 130. Yeah, check it out because there's a lot of stuff there. And Joey Ginto, sorry, I said his name wrong again. Joey Ginto. His track plan, everything is right on the website. You just got to go to aroundthelayout.com/129. So yeah, definitely check the website out. A lot of work was put into that to streamline it, make it better. And it's searchable too. So if you're looking for somebody that may have been on the podcast, go to the top right, click, type in their name and see if we've interviewed them yet. So appreciate you remembering that, Paul. All right. Are we ready to get a winner for the ATLP swag? Here we go. We're going to spin it again because I just got to see, Don, you finally are a winner. What are the odds of that? Don just put a cheers. If I win the hoodie, spin it again, I won't ever wear it because he's down in Florida and it apparently doesn't need it. So we're going to spin it again because Don says he won't wear a hoodie. So here we go. We'll hit close and we will spin it again. There we go. Don, don't ever say you didn't win, though.
Yeah.
Robert Thomas is the winner. Paul, you almost won. You were right above Don. I saw it going by your name. But Robert Thomas is the winner of the hoodie. And let me get this message off here. How do I hide that? There we go. So Robert Thomas, congratulations. I'll hook up with you. I'll send you a message if you're not on tonight, and we will get your sizes so that I can get you your shirt out to you. So congratulations. Yeah, another great reminder, Paul, aroundthelayout.com/ question. We have the question of the month, and you remember what the question of the month is, Paul?
Yeah, the question is, what industry is your cornerstone of your layout? Which I answered the question today, actually, about the brewery. So the more people who can answer the questions, the more that get played in our episode coming up.
Well, we want to hear from everybody, so I hope you jump on there. And I know some people were putting their answers in as messages or typing them in, but jump on, record an answer, and get yourself heard on the podcast. Love to hear the responses. Explain what you got going on and what your cornerstone industry is, and maybe a little bit over why. And that'll definitely be good. That'll couple with an episode that will be coming later. We're going to have Kevin Tully of Tully Models, which is Steel Mill Modeler Supply and Southern Tier Grain Supply. And we're going to be talking about making your model railroad industries better, going away from the off-the-shelf industry and making it unique and making it its own. So we're going to talk about all the things that are that he can provide, and things that you can think about to get away from the, again, off-the-shelf kit and get yourself something unique. So looking forward to doing that. And I was just looking at some of the comments here. Who is going to Train Fest? Some mini print stopping by. That's in Milwaukee, if I understand that correct. I'm not sure. I know I won't be able to get out to Train Fest, but I hope the folks that do have a great time. And let's see, we'll just check some other comments here that we may have.
I noticed Paul August was at a train show this weekend and wore his Around the Layout T-shirt. He said that he was stopped by a few people to talk about it.
Oh, awesome. Well, I appreciate that. That's awesome. Appreciate you supporting the podcast, Paul. Alco Man Kyle is going to Train Fest, so Mini Prince, if you're going, maybe you'll see Alco Man Kyle there. So glad you guys could stop by. Jay Meekish. Am I saying your name right? I didn't catch if you said yes or no. I'll be there. So awesome. And yeah, I think we caught all the comments and everything else.
One more
Yeah,
banner. Just to quickly talk about is the 2022 car that's still circulating around the place.
The ATLP 2022 car is still moving, believe it or not. It hit some delays. This is the HO1 I'm talking about. I'll talk about N-Scale in a second. But we do have it moving. It is moving across the Midwestern United States. It is somewhere in Wisconsin right now. It is supposed to make its way from Wisconsin down to Illinois, then work its way back up. It will go across Canada and make its way back to me by the time we hit Amherst, and then it will be heading to Australia. So, and I'm hoping I can maybe get something snuck in there to get it down to Florida, somewhere between there. But I eventually had to take, and I was trying to coordinate it almost 1, 2, 3 stops at a time. I had to put a list together to get it moving. So there's a whole bunch of folks in the Midwest that are going to get that thing going across the United States and get the thing making traction so that we can get it to a bunch of layouts. So yeah, Robert says it is on the C&E right now, and I believe Robert's going to get that moved on. And I think Andy Dorsch is pretty close to the next on the list. So the guys from second section there, Andy, will be getting that. And then then we're gonna get it to Amherst. And the best way I figured to get it to Australia is in the hands of Marty Jenkins. So we'll hand it off to Marty. Marty can put it in his luggage.
Darren will probably coordinate up in Queensland for us with Marty.
Let's hope it doesn't need any rebuilding by the time you get it done. But hey, if it's going to need to be rebuilt, no better place than your workbench to get it done. So, yeah, we'll get it right over to you, Don. So, well, hopefully everything will be moving better. And the N-Scale car is also slowly making traction. I got to find where the N-Scale car went next. I think I was just checking to make sure. A little harder with the N-Scale car because I don't have the tracking that I have with the HO car, because the HO car's got the air tag in it. So I can kind of see where that is. But I saw a question here from N-Scale Train Boy. If I have a customer that isn't industry per se, is that acceptable for the question of the month? Send it in.
Yeah.
Send it in. We'll take a listen. So submit it. Paul is talking about Train Fest is a great show. Used to go when I lived there. So that'll be good. And Robert Thomas, there's our winner for tonight. And I think he says need to get back in the rotation. I'm not sure what he must have been answering something else, but congratulations for winning tonight. I'll be back in touch with you. So if we can get the N-Scale car back in the Northeast for Amherst, I'll run it at the show at the Northeast T-Track layout. I will do my best. Yeah. Ask Glenn Fricks about how I do with promises of getting the car to him. I'm 0 for 2 getting the car to Glenn when he was looking for it. So, and now I'm not even going to try for going for 0 for 3. I just told him I'll do my best and we'll see where it lands. Just trying to get everything moving. So, and keep the thing going. It's an absolute blast. Aroundthelayout.com/2022. Check out all the info on that, and then look for Facebook for updates. We're collecting all the pictures. I've got some plans in the future. We'll do something with the website where we'll catalog where the car and where it traveled, and share the pictures and so on. So
see,
we'll get better eventually.
Darren's done his own, which is finished. I think is posted on Friends, on the Friends group.
Was it Darren or somebody else? I thought it was somebody else that did it down. Who's made their own 2022? Oh, you,
Okay.
Robert, you're saying need to get in a rotation for the car or make one. Well, I hope you'll put yourself in the rotation for the traveling one. It's kind of cool that it's touched so many layouts, and it'd be great to include yours as well. But the instructions on how to make one are also on the website. Jeff Cosgrove
Jeff
was the one.
Cosgrove.
Yep, that has made it. And he's done an excellent job, absolutely excellent job. So
Yeah, he
definitely
has.
good to see that. And here's the one who has powered the N scale ATLP 2022 tour. That'd be Heath Hurwitz at Humanity Junction. Good to see you, Heath. Happy Sunday. And we'll get that N scale car back on track. We'll get the HO car moving a little quicker now, get it to layout so that we can get it across, and then maybe even down to Florida, because I know Dom's chopping at the bit to get the car down there and get it around to a few folks that have been waiting. And then I know there's a bunch more folks waiting. And of course, we want to get it overseas as well to the folks in Australia who've been waiting oh so patiently for it. It was a great plan that looked awesome on paper, Paul. and then we applied, then you apply it, and then it's like, well, it's a challenge. It's a challenge, but a worthwhile challenge. It's been a lot of fun, and it's definitely awesome to see the car going from place to place. Paul Stamp stopping by. We're gonna get on Paul's layout too. I've been watching some of his live videos too, so it'd be good to get it over on his layout as well. So, and Darren is saying that he has the decals in the car, but gotten no further. That's all right. It'll be there when you're ready.
For sure.
Yeah. So those decal kits are available through Highball Graphics. You can go right to their website, search for Around the Layout podcast. I think the link direct to the decals are on aroundthelayout.com/2022. But
I got to jump, Ray.
Yeah, let's wrap it up because Paul's got to get to work because it is a work day there. It's not Sunday night there. So
absolutely.
On behalf of Paul Castar, it's Ray Arnott saying good night, everybody. We'll catch you soon.
Night all.